Welcome to Battle of the Brains, Boys versus Girls, with your hosts, Becca and Ryan, and sometimes Dave.
Hey guys, it's Becca.
And Ryan, and we're here over at Bricks and Minifigs over in Crest Hill, joining you once again for our Battle of the Brains contest, day 19. It means we only got 2 more days left. It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
2 more days, which is we got tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. And then we're done, sort of.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today, Becca?
I'm a little tired today, but I'm good. How are you?
Okay, you doing tired? I am exhausted. I've been tired and running around like a maniac. We actually just did a little test run with Dave over here, and our buddies Joe and our friends over at Unilug that are getting ready for their upcoming stream. They're going to be doing a virtual convention, kind of like what Brickworld did. But just for our group, that one is going to be announced pretty soon by Unilug as well, coming up in the next couple weeks or so. So it's going to be pretty fun. There's about, I'd say about 15 people that are part of that, Dave. Is that correct? 15?
Yeah, I would say there's about 15 or so. We did a little rehearsal today, which worked out really well for us. So if we're kind of hoping we get a few more people in, and then we're going to have time for questions and more look on the builds and everything. So we should be able to do that in the next 2 weeks or so.
Okay, yeah, awesome. So that's coming up pretty soon. We also have some other activities and things that are coming up. How's it going, Kurt? Kurt's saying hello from YouTube. Thank you for watching us on YouTube and helping us get those hours in. We've got, let me see here. First off, we've got our Cyber Fun Day number 4 that's going to be airing tonight, almost immediately after the stream is over. We've got about a 45-minute break in between. We do have a lot of stuff on there for Star Wars, for you Star Wars fans. Of course, May the 4th is coming up in 2 days. So now it's going to be a great night to be able to get up some nice certified Lego sets. We've got some new in-box Lego sets, Star Wars minifigures, all sorts of things going on tonight. And we'll let you guys know more about that later. But we have at least about 28 lots, and it's growing as we've been getting more and more stuff done. So we'll see where we end up at. But I know we've got some dinosaurs that are going to be part of the lot tonight. We've got superhero minifigs that are part of the lot. We've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as part of the lot as well. We've got some elves. We've got friends. We've got custom minifigures. A ton of Star Wars sets, like we said. Some city sets, some Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts sets. So there's going to be a lot of things coming up tonight on our Cyber Fun Day number 4. We also have our where'd it go? Mox and Motion class episode 4 as well, airing on Tuesday at 1:30. That episode is going to be mostly all about answering your questions at home. So we're going to be doing our motion build in 2 days, right? We already know that one.
Yep.
So it's a good time for you guys to join us. Join myself, Joe, and Dave to ask questions about your builds, show off what you're working on. Maybe you have some problems or try and come up with a solution for what you want to happen. We can help you with that during that stream. It's going to be mostly about you guys and a lot less about what you can do. We want to be able to help you out, and they'll have parts here that can kind of rebuild it here for you. And then, of course, starting on May 11th is going to be our brand new one, Meet the Bam Fam. You want to tell them about that real quick before we get into our finalists and stuff our submissions anyway?
Meet the Bam Fam is going to be like a week series of videos where we're going to interview everybody that works here, so that way you guys can get to know us a little better outside of working here, but also getting to know us a little more working here. So that way you guys can be a little more comfortable with us, and that way you guys get to know us on
a more personal level.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool. And for that one, we're doing someone different every single day. We're going to start with our part-timers. So we're going to have Andrew, Riley, and then Becca on Wednesday for sure. And then we're going to move to Dave on Thursday, and then Becca's going to interview me on Friday, the 15th. And then so it's going to be a 5-day thing. Each one is, who knows, going to be about an hour and a half, depending on how many questions you guys have. I guess we're just going to keep going until it kind of dies out or nobody has any more questions. Feel free to try to come up with some interesting things to ask us. Of course, make it appropriately safe. Yeah. And then, of course, as we mentioned with the motion builds too, we decided yesterday that the motion build for day 21 is going to be now worth 3 points. To try to give either team a nice boost, a much needed boost to help win. So because of course with our builds from the other day, we didn't have a vote yesterday because the boys were the only ones that submitted their Harry Potter builds.
Yep.
So right now the score sits at 10-7. So we're going to go through and show you guys some of the builds from today, which was the zoo builds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't really gotten to look at these yet, so you guys get a live reactions as part of this as well. So we're going to start taking a look at those. Let's see what we got. Bing. All right. So first up, we have our alien zoo. So we've got a bunch of different brick-built aliens. They even utilize like $100 bill here for like a trunk kind of thing going on, like almost like not an umphlump. I can't remember what those things are called.
Heffalump.
A heffalump, yeah. A bunch of different creatures and stuff here. There's different kinds of people as well. You've got, looks like Chewbacca. You've got Man-Bat. You've got a Giraffe Man. All sorts of things watching it. So you've got aliens watching aliens, which is kind of funny. We've got a droid zoo. So we've got all sorts of different droids over here. Of course, based off of Star Wars, we have some sunbathing. We have some doing, looks like some yard tricks here. We've got some people that are trying, some of the droids that are trying to climb up and doing some exercises over some hills. And of course, then we also have some passerbys that are checking them all out. Next up, we have a fantasy zoo. So this one we've got looks to be a dragon in the bottom corner here with that's being pet, which I don't know how safe that is. We've got what seems to be some Pegasus. Pegasi. I'm trying to think of what the plural of Pegasus would be.
Pegasi. Yes.
That's a good question. If anybody knows what the plural of Pegasus is, let me know. We seem to have some flying sharks. I would assume these are supposed to be flying sharks as well. Elastigirls hanging out on the top of the roof. We've got Unikitty over here on the right-hand side. So a lot of different kind of crazy creatures. There's also some of the Anacondrae and everything else from Ninjago over here walking around. So a lot of different people, a lot of different places. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is Mayhem. With General Mayhem? General Mayhem, I think is her name, right? I think it's General Mayhem. So a lot of cool things going on in this one. I like this quite a bit. We've got a kazoo. Get it? It's a kazoo.
Okay.
Kazoo. This
Punny.
is, I think, submitted by a 4-year-old. So we got to give him a round. It's punny. Next up, we have a profession zoo. So this one has it's a passerby thing, so you can see all the different professions.
That's interesting.
So we've got a farmer over here. We've got some rock courses over here. It looks like we got some baking. It's a little tea party with General Leia, which is pretty hilarious. We have a medical field in the middle, some artists, soccer and athletes. Looks like we got some fishing, a little space one, police, of course, and then looks like construction over here on the right side. So I was telling Dave that this is called Profession Zoo, and what did you call it, Dave?
It's a job fair.
A job fair. There you go. Dave's like, isn't that a job fair? And I was like, that's a really good, clever name, though. And instead of calling it a job fair, it's like, come and see our profession zoo. And I'm like, wait, what? But this is really different and unique. We've got another zoo here. So we've got a cute little polar bear in her little igloo house on the one side. On the other side, we've got a little bunny farm. It looks like Hedwig is kind of hanging out as well. Of course, you get all those random birds in the displays. You're just like, shoo away, bird, go away. Tell one of the lions eat them. And then they made this cute little carriage over here with the little cookies for the outside of the wheels as well. So it's kind of adorable. So nice, cute little zoo. Next one up, we have another zoo. This is also turned in by one of our younger builders out there. So we've got one of the little castle sides over here. Somehow one of the ponies got on top of the roof, kind of like those climbing goats or whatever, those mountain goats. And then, of course, it's got a couple horses that are doing some things and a little dog down here. Next up, we've got another zoo. This one is just also called Zoo, primarily utilizing a lot of those Duplo animals.
Smart idea.
So we've got a ton of different things going on in here. There's alligators and crocodiles. There's dinosaurs, giraffes, elephants. There's, of course, you got to have the zookeepers driving around in their cars. You've got tigers and lions, of course, eating meat. You've got polar bears, brown bears, hippos, all sorts of things hanging out by the watering hole. And then, funny enough, in the top corner, you can barely see it, is Tigger and Winnie the Pooh.
I love it.
So you got to throw some fun in there as well. A lot of animals. Next up, we have Zooville Park. This is, I think, our final build. So pretty wide open, but it's got a nice little dolphin side over there. You got a spot for the polar bear, mountain lions. It's hard to tell, but I think there's monkeys in the trees over here. And I'm not sure what this corner is. It's hard to see what the corner is. I see a plant, but I don't see anything back there. And of course, it looks like you have a little park ranger up here with a horse and a little. I don't see a creature in there. I'm not sure what this. It's a little exhibit there, but I don't see a creature. I see some grass, trees, but nothing there. So nice little interesting parks. We had, like I said, a huge field day, and they ranged anywhere from, like I said, I think it's a 4-year-old all the way up. So it was quite a different. Why do I feel like there's one missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that's it. So we got all 9 builds in there. What did you think about those builds so far, Becca?
I like them. I like how they did more of the creative stuff instead of sticking to like a normal zoo.
A normal zoo?
Yeah.
What did you guys think at home? What did you guys think about those? We've got about a dozen people watching right now, but no one has commented about anything yet. So I'm kind of curious what they think. So of course, we do have both boys and girls that did submissions today. So we are going to have those votes up immediately following the stream. Or the photos up for you to vote on at home. And then votes, of course, are due in by 3 o'clock tomorrow. So make sure you guys get those done. Make sure you guys like and share all of those photos with all of your friends and family so you guys get as many votes as you can. Dave, you got anything today? I know it's been a pretty slow day for news and other things coming out, really.
Anything for news.
No? Anything you want to bring up at all? No, you're good?
I got to tell people about our live stream coming up for the Lug group. So that's going to be exciting. That'll happen in the next 2 weeks or so. So once we have more of that ready to go, we'll probably let you guys know, do a little shout out on Facebook and everything. So that way we get a whole bunch of people in. And I mean, there's like 30 or so in the group itself. So we're not sure how many people are going to join for this. It's going to be very new for us, but it's going to be kind of like what Brick World did, but very small.
Okay, cool. All right, so for our new build, Becca's got to announce what it's going to be, and but make sure you guys get those in by 1:30. We want to make sure that they're all getting. It is pretty much the last one you don't know about yet, and then of course tomorrow was going to be motion build. So oh no, there's one more in between. 1920. Oh yeah, there was one more in between. I take it back. There was one more tomorrow and then motion on Monday. Monday motioned. All right. So what is today's topic going to be today, Becca?
Today's topic is superheroes.
It's so quiet. It's like one of those like little things, like elevator music, whatever. So yes, today's topic is superheroes. What are you looking for today out of your superhero builds?
What are you looking for?
I ask her all the time. And she goes,
what are you looking for?
What am I looking for?
Yeah, give me time to think.
Well, of course, you have your regular superheroes. You got your DC superheroes and your Marvel superheroes, if you want to go off of that. But you also have other superheroes that aren't mainstream, like let's say like Captain Underpants. You've got, I guess, if you want to throw anti-heroes in there, you've also got like Darkwing Duck. If you want to think more Disney, you've got of course the Incredibles. You've got, if you go classic, you got Superman, Batman. You got the X-Men. You've got all sorts of different Marvel characters. I mean, there's hundreds of Marvel and DC characters, if not thousands, that you can choose from.
Altogether, yes.
You can also make your own superhero if you want your own superhero. I would say though that if you're going to make a superhero, they have to have a cape. I mean, if you're going to make one, I think they almost always have to have a cape. Dave's got something to say about that. What do you say? What are you thinking?
I'm not going to be like Edmund
Keep moving, Dave.
Going like, no capes. But, I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. So, I mean, if you're going to make a superhero, you want a cape with it, cool. It doesn't have to have a cape.
Move it.
It's not a big deal.
Say that.
I can't help it. I blame my sister for making all these new coffees. I mean, wired.
You move around anyways.
Oh, Fantastic Four. Guillermo says Fantastic Four, too. And Kurt goes back and says, I'm surprised these kids have this many animals. A lot of effort today. Yes, there's a lot of different cool animals. I like them a lot. So we'll be seeing. So did you think about what you're looking for today? She doesn't know.
I don't know.
I say if they're going to do superheroes, do something original. Don't do something based off like the movies. I feel like that's too much of like an easy.
But you can come up with some really cool scenes.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I know. But
you can't just say don't do any Marvel or DC superheroes.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
What are you saying, Dave?
Don't do stuff from the movies. Do something original.
That's literally what he just said.
Okay, so you don't want them to do a scene from the movie.
I want them to do something of their own.
You're thinking of them to come up with their own scene.
Yes.
Okay, so Dave is trying to
Original.
say you can use the already known superhero characters, but come up with your own scene that's not from a show or the movies.
Movies mainly, but yes.
Okay.
Now, what I have to say about that is you can do scenes, but I would. Why not? We did Star Wars. We did
Right.
movie scenes.
Right. You're the host of this. You tell us what you want. That's why we're here.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what I say.
I'm just saying.
We're in supporting roles. The men here are in the supporting roles of the woman. This is how this
You're
is the change.
literally
This is the
standing
role
on
change.
top of us. We're just your high chair.
I'm
One
just
foot,
saying.
one foot on our head, one foot.
I'm just saying, like, if you guys want to do a scene, I feel like you guys should do it and not try and stay away from it. But I think it'd be really cool to see you guys make up your own superheroes.
Okay, so do what you want. Essentially, what that comes down to.
Yeah.
But so Dave wants to see something creative and unique to what you want. Becca is okay if you want to do something from a movie scene, but of course, just like our Star Wars scene and our Harry Potter stuff, if you're going to do a scene from the movie, you need to let us know what the scene is and which characters you have in the movie, because not everyone has those specific characters.
Yeah.
You might have to like design your own. And if that's the case, then just let us know who that character is.
Or if you want to do a scene from, for example, say you want to do a scene from Captain Marvel. Well, maybe you don't like how they did a certain scene, so you want to do it in your own way.
Your own interpretation
Yeah,
of it.
that would
That'd
be really
interesting.
cool.
That's what I was kind of saying. Like, do something original, their own scene. Because look what happened with the Harry Potter builds.
Yeah, the Harry Potter builds were good.
Except one of them was.
One of them was almost an exact copy of a set. Yes,
That's not original. That's what
it's not original.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
No,
I just don't
that's
want
fine.
that to happen.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, believe it or not, I mean, most of the superhero sets are nowhere near the actual movie either.
To an extent, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, most superhero. I mean, Harry Potter is definitely out for. We were trying to get this as close as possible. Superheroes is
Yeah.
here's your heroes. Here's a sort of the stuff that may or may not have ever been seen in the movie, but we're gonna throw it together anyway because you're gonna buy it. Because you are. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there was no helicopter in that Marvel scene with the Incredible Hulk or whatever. There was that one random Avengers helicopter that didn't exist. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like how the old Star Wars toys were in between like original Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. Kenner was like, what do we do? So they just made their own toys up, and Lucas is like, yeah, sure, people will buy it. It's fine. So it's the nature of the thing. So make sure you guys get your builds in, whether you want to do an actual scene or not, or come up with your own or your own mini or your own hero. It doesn't matter. Just make sure if you are going to use an actual scene from the movies or a show, you let us know what it's from so we can verify. Because if you're going to do something that's supposed to be off a scene, we're going to look more of, is this correct? Is this how it was done? Is this whatever? If it's a play on that scene, like it's your own version of it, you also need to let us know that too. Because we want to see what things you changed and how you did it differently. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
Beyond that, we've got 2 days left of this competition. We've got tomorrow, which is day 20. And then
Day
we've got
21.
day 21, which is going to be our motion build, which is Monday the 4th. So if you guys have not gotten started yet on your motion builds, please do so. If you are curious about how to get those built, make sure you guys check out our Mocks and Motion series on our YouTube channel. And there's a playlist of all 3 of the episodes currently, and we're going to do episode 4 on Tuesday. So after we announce it, we're going to have that show on Tuesday where you guys can join us live on stream with video and everything if you have a camera and audio at home. And you guys could let us know what you guys are looking to do, what problems you're running into, stuff like that. And Joe and David are going to try their best to help you guys out. But then you're going to have 3 full days to get it done. So you're going to have Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night to get it done. Have it turned in by Thursday at 1:30. And then we're going to post them up Thursday night for you guys to vote. And the final winner and the winners of the entire competition will be announced on Friday. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're almost to the end of this one, folks. So make them count, especially with the girls. The girls are down by 3 right now. So every build counts. You need to try to work on it. We were talking to some people earlier and suggesting that you don't turn it in till at least like noon, so that you can get the most out of it. Because you might have some idea while you're like trying to sleep or whatever, and then you wake up and be like, oh, maybe we'll add this. If you already submitted it the night before, it's already turned in. So you want to make sure that you guys get as much into this as you can, especially for the ladies, because they need to catch up. Right now, it's still anybody's game.
It's crunch time.
It's crunch time. Yeah, that's right. Don't you have any inspirational speeches from basketball at all that you can give them at home? Something to pump them up?
No.
Everybody at home could take a knee?
No, there's language and a lot of inspirational speeches that were given or that I have said.
What kind of coach did you have? I mean, those are halftime talks. You got to start getting wordy.
Full-time talks, all right.
I got cords like everywhere down here. Sorry. So anyway, yeah, we really need you guys to step it up as much as you can. Put in those details. It's all those funny little quirky things that we're always looking for. Becca's always looking for weird puns that you can throw into things because she's the punny person. Yeah, we just want to see some good details, some good stories. Don't just put a bunch of stuff on there and say, hey, I got some superheroes on a plate. This is going to work. Come up with a story behind it. Because if there is no story, just like if you guys watch Lego Masters, if there's no story behind it, you're not here to tell us what it is. And we can't relay like a whole paragraph to everybody here. You need to be able to translate that through your brick and your builds. And that is, however, going to change on our mocks or our motion build on Monday, because we're going to ask that you submit videos to us so that we can get those posted and we can watch all of your mechanics and stuff work together, and hopefully not have any failures, because of course that's not going to be live, so you guys could hopefully record when that works. Yeah. Because sometimes mechanics don't work all the time. I mean, let's be honest. So there is that, and then like of course we said earlier. Be sure to check out our Cyber Fun Day number 4, which airs tonight at 5:00. We've got a ton of sets on there and minifigs. People have been asking us for minifigs. We got you a lot of minifigs. I think there's at least 14 or 15 lots of minifigs, dinosaurs, custom figs, stuff like that. I think we're even going to be throwing in some of our base plates and bulk items again, like we did last week. It was a pretty good thing. All of them sold pretty quick. So clearly we know you guys want some of those plates, and we just got 24 more colors in yesterday. And I think we sold some of them already, but we're going to try to get all those posted up on our website as well. I already have it set up. I just have to get all the stock numbers put in because we have to count them, everything. And Becca knows we got a lot of plates over there. Yeah. But we do have that set up, and those should be up hopefully by tomorrow. So you guys can kind of take a look through the base plates and order those as well. We've got our Mox in Motion class, episode number 4, coming on Tuesday, which we're going to be taking your questions and stuff mostly. I think, does Joe still have some stuff you guys are showing off on Tuesday, or is it mostly question and answer kind of thing?
I'm not 100% sure. I know most of it was set so you guys could interact with us, kind of show us what you guys have going on if you have questions or anything. So if we have something we could show you to kind of demonstrate what you're trying to do and how we understand your interpretation, we could probably do that. We'll definitely have some stuff here, I think. But most of it is all for you for next week. We want to see what you have. We want to see if we could help you, and just have like an open chat, an open forum.
Sorry. We had to make sure we were good over here. Becca's dying here, so we had to try to buy her some time. So we got the Mox Emotion class episode 4 coming up on Tuesday at 1:30. We're starting a half an hour early to give you guys that much more time because, of course, we will be also on airing Tuesday just to kind of go through things too, I guess. So we'll still be here over those days, and if you guys have questions, we'll try to answer them as you guys are building at home too. So that way we can kind of tie it all together. So I guess because Monday is the last day, the Tuesday, Wednesday. If you want to come in still, you're absolutely welcome to come in and hang out, and we'll talk to them about their builds while they're doing it.
Okay.
But there really isn't. Oh, I guess you still have to come in because we still have to go over the other winners and stuff at that point. Because we'll still have the finalists for the other 2 days. So we'll still be here every day. But then, of course, that Mox Emotion class will go from 1:30 to 3, and then we'll be on at 3:30 to 5, or 3:30 to whenever, 3:30 to 4 for our normal stream on Tuesday. And then the following week is our Meet the Bam Fam week. Starting with Riley and Andrew, and then moving on through the rest of us, where you get to we'll be asking each other questions about ourselves, about how we like, how we work, how we like to work, stuff we do at home, stuff we do with friends, etc. Favorites. Maybe we haven't really said like the least favorite, like what's your worst favorite, whatever, or this or that.
Yeah.
I just thought of another one. I thought of a good question. So it's going to be a fun little one, a fun little stream for the week. And of course, you can go back and watch it anytime. What's up?
We really would like, though, that you guys asked us questions, too. I think that'd be really cool if you guys, asked us questions as well. So that way it's not just us asking each other questions the whole time.
Yeah. We definitely want you guys to join us on YouTube and Facebook and ask us all sorts of questions. Pertaining to ourselves, and of course, like we said, once I finalize who's going first between Andrew and Riley, we'll get that schedule up, so you guys can tune in whichever days you want, or if you want to get to know all of us, we definitely invite you guys to join us all 5 days. And there's gonna be a start time where we're gonna have it, which we'll come up with. I'll let you guys know, but then there really is no end time. It's a matter of when you guys feel like you know us well enough, I guess, at that point. What's up?
I don't want it to be like a short video though, like these ones. So hopefully they go.
Yeah, we're hoping it's gonna be at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I kind of would like an open. I want an open thing with everybody. Like I want to know what's going on at home with everybody. I want us to talk together through it. So if we could have like a really long video where we're all talking back and forth, like that'd be awesome. Be cool to say hi to some other people we haven't seen. I know there's a couple people we haven't seen, like. Both Joshes we haven't seen.
True.
One of them works in medical, so if he ever sees these videos, shout out to you for doing what you've been doing these past few weeks or
absolutely.
Months. So
he's really a paramedic,
right? It'd be really good to hear from you and say hi. If not, of course we're gonna see you when we open, and we just want to have it open for everybody. What's going on? Tell us.
Yep, that's true. So, wrong way. Okay. So, so make sure you guys check us out on Meet the Bam Fam from the 11th through the 15th. You're going to want to be able to ask us any sorts of questions and get everything answered for you that we can. And then, of course, lastly, do realize that we also do have our website going on right now. We've got different things that are coming up. And getting added to it daily. We've got our base plates, as we said, getting added to it. And then we're going to start trying to get some of our minifigs in there. We're probably going to try to focus on maybe getting some Star Wars figs added on there tomorrow so that you guys are a little bit more up and ready for May 4th as well. You're laughing at what Kurt said.
Yeah, he said deep thoughts with the BAM.
Do you remember what that's from? You don't know? I'll have to show you later. Do you know what it's from?
I have an idea.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm like I'll show you that later.
We can do it right now.
No. But good one, Kurt. I like that. It's funny. But yeah, make sure you guys check us out on our new e-store that's been up for a while now. We've got a lot of items still on there and available. We even had a delivery already this morning. So thank you to my wife for making that delivery. You're awesome. A round of applause. And then of course, make sure you guys get those superhero builds in by 1:30 tomorrow. Kurt, you're only a little bit older than me, just so you know. So make sure you guys get those in by 1:30. We really want to see a lot of details, some funny, some comedy, some puns, if you could do some puns in there. And then of course, if you're going to do those movie scenes, you need to let us know which movies it's from. Dave and I will probably already know as soon as we see it. Becca's been
I'll
clearing through a
know
lot of the Marvel
depending
stuff
on what
anyway.
movie it is.
Right. That's why I was like, I felt like if they did movie scenes, it would almost be like kind of tricky for some of them if you don't have the right things, or it almost would be like a cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because if some of the sets are actually really spot on with representation of scenes in films for superheroes, such as the Marvel Cinema Universe. So it's like if you guys did something original, like something I haven't seen before, like maybe if it was from a comic or something, it'd be kind of cool for Becca and Ryan to see that too, because Becca's just starting to get into the Marvel Cinema Universe. She doesn't really know the comics and stuff like that. Not that I know all of it, but still, like it'd be cool to just see the superhero builds original, however they may be. That's what I'm looking for.
All right. So we've got some streams coming up for you guys to watch. We've got our show tonight, of course. We're hoping you guys take a lot of this awesome Star Wars stuff home. We've got 10 lots for you tonight from the last release of Star Wars. We got a Millennium Falcon in there. We've got a TIE Fighter in there. We've got some speeders. We've got some of the smaller sets. We've got the Y-Wing that's over there. Hi, motorcycles. Sorry, there's like a whole motorcycle gang that rode by.
It's a gang train.
Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, so we will see you guys tonight at 5 o'clock. Joining us for our Cyber Fun Day number 4. And then, of course, we are going to post those builds up tonight for the zoos, so you guys can vote on those at home. I will say it's going to be a close one tonight, I think. I have a feeling who might win. I can't say.
I'm not gonna say either, but I have a feeling too.
I think it's going to be close.
But I'm excited for tomorrow's.
For tomorrow, for tomorrow's topic, or to see what the superheroes are.
Both.
Okay.
Because I can't wait to see.
I think tomorrow's your favorite topic of the whole list. So, honestly, that's what I thought.
Look at her.
I know, right? She got this big smile on her face.
She don't even know, but she knows at the same time.
Come on, do the little giddy face. There it is. There's the Becca we all know. So yeah, you guys are gonna really like tomorrow's. Hopefully, you enjoy them. We've got a lot of cool sets on the docket for tonight's. I have brain farts for our tonight's stream as well. For Cyber Fun Day. And then, of course, I'm really looking forward to when we started writing questions already for the Meet the Bam Fam series. And then, of course, we're going to have a second sheet that's going to be more individualized to each person that's on here because, of course, most of us have been working here for 2 years now, right? 2 years?
Yeah.
For you, both of you, actually.
Yeah.
So I got to know them pretty well. They got to know each other pretty well. And then, of course, we've got our part-timers on here as well who've been here about 1.5 years. They're coming up on their 2 years pretty soon, too.
I've barely worked with either of them, though.
But, yeah, well, that's because you guys are all 3 of you work like 1 day a week. So it's like, oh, you get this day, you get this day, you get this day, and then you never shall meet in the middle. It's like crossing the streams. You have 2 people here at once, the whole story implodes. So it'll be fun. But yeah, so make sure you guys check us out tonight at 5 o'clock for our Cyber Fun Day number 4. And then, of course, we will be starting our motion builds on Monday if you have not already. And then our Mox and Motion class is going to be on Tuesday at 1:30. So make sure you check that out because that is going to be essentially the last time you are going to be able to ask us any questions about your builds until we see them. So it's gonna be the main time you're gonna be able to ask questions and get your builds hopefully together if you haven't started yet. We already ran into a family already who has not even thought about what they're doing yet. So we've been talking about this for I think over a week already. So you've had plenty of time to get these builds started or at least thought about. So
and like I said, I would use YouTube and other media places to look up maybe like a small build you can do, and maybe you can build it bigger for the competition, but maybe try and build it small, get to know how it works, get used to building it, and then maybe make a bigger version for the competition.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a motion build too. It's not necessarily a mechanical build, so you don't necessarily need to make something that can be hooked up to a motor or cranked.
Yeah.
It just has to be something that can move. It could be, I would think even something like a zip line or something. It's
Yeah,
still has
like
motion that's going down. So something that just moves or gets triggered, I think is totally fine.
The idea I gave it as an example like 2 days ago now was like a vending machine, because I seen that on Facebook or something where you literally just push the dollar bill in and then like a small little thing comes out the bottom. So if it's even something as simple as that, it's totally okay.
Even though a vending machine, depending on how you build it, it can be really tough. I try to design a Coke Sprite dual vending machine, and I'll tell you what, it's right now it's like this big because I can't get what I want to happen to be small. So, you can build cute little vending machines, but you can't build a cute little vending machine that works. There's a lot of mechanicals in there. I mean, if you could get it small that works, then great, awesome. I guess you could just do one where one can pops out.
Yeah,
you could
that's
do
what
one.
I'm talking about.
That you could do pretty small.
Yeah.
So get creative with them. We're curious to see what happens in the next week or so with these builds, and hopefully you guys join us for that Mox Motion class. So that Dave and Joe can help you guys out. Joe's got a whole box of Technic parts and stuff here, and of course they can utilize all the parts here in the store if to try to remake your build and kind of come up with some answers for you. And I hope they help you a lot with this. And then we also might be including some of our other friends as time goes on in that stream as well, to kind of get more into some of the programming aspects. If you guys are using any of the Mindstorms or EV3 stuff at home too. There's going to be some really cool stuff once you get your mechanical builds done, what you can do with programming on the side of that. So it's going to be really cool. So I guess that's it. Right now, just to recap, we got boys leading 10-7. So tonight is your next chance to vote. So make sure you guys vote for who you think is the best. And hopefully we'll see if the girls can come back, or if the boys are going to take this momentum and just keep on driving it through. And we've got our Cyber Fun Day that's airing tonight at 5 o'clock. We've got Mox in Motion coming up on Tuesday at 1:30. And then, of course, we have Meet the Bam Fam starting the following week after the 4th. And then I think we're going to maybe even, with the exception of Becca, unless we can get Becca to do her hair up like Princess Leia, maybe we'll do a little sort of Star Wars themed thing on Monday with Motion. We'll see what happens. So maybe Dave and we can find some like Motion builds here around the store that we can show off. What's up?
Speaking of Star Wars, you know what happened at Walmart the other day?
I don't know what happened. What happened at Walmart the other day, Becca?
So I'm checking out because I just had to grab a few things. So I'm checking out, and I turn my head to look because I'm a people watcher. I'm not gonna lie.
My wife and I are too.
So I turn my head and I see this person walking, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, "There's no way you really did this in public." They're wearing a Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet as their
awesome.
mask.
Yeah, why not?
I was like, okay.
I want to get a Vader mask that does a little, just so I can walk around and just freak people out.
Yeah, I thought it was the funniest thing. I was like, okay.
Stormtroopers. That's cool.
Also, don't forget that the motion build is also worth 3 points and not just 1. 3.
Good catch on that one too. Which is right there. Boom. Motion build is now worth 3 points. So yes, make sure you guys get those in. It is still anybody's game. We hope it's going to be a close race. I want to see it. I mean, right now it's 10-7, which is still pretty close. It could have been a complete blowout from one of the teams already. So it is still anybody's game. So do not freak out about it. Don't say, "Oh, well, they're already going to win." You can still win either way. Right now, we've calculated it, and even if the boys won today, I think if the boys won today, the girls still will win or tie it up by a point. I think win by a point, and then if the girls win today, then it could still be anybody's game. So we will get those posted up as soon as we're done here, so you guys can start voting now. And have some fun with it. Looks like we have another comment. Vader for the win. Yeah, see. That's what I'm saying, Kurt. That's what I'm saying. So get those in to us by 1:30. Those new builds for the superheroes, and we'll have those zoo builds up for you guys to vote on, and hopefully have a winner that we don't have to decide on tomorrow. Of course, you can vote on those on Facebook and Instagram with as many accounts as you own or your family owns. But of course, make sure you guys like and share that as well, so that the more people get introduced to it and hopefully vote on your behalf. And of course, if it's your own build, there's no reason you shouldn't be sharing that. Right. Let everybody know. Yeah. Unless you're afraid that somebody knows you like Lego. I mean, but Lego is awesome. So get those in. We hope to see you guys join us again tomorrow at 3:30. We're gonna have some really cool stuff for you guys tonight at 5:00, and then I'm really looking forward to that Meet the Bam Fam. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have some fun, I think.
Yeah, I hope we get a lot of questions.
So we'll have to make sure we have some waters available too, because it might be long. And you know what I think I might do is I might get some of these other ring lights and stuff, and we'll set them all up like it's a police interview. Where were you on the night of the 14th? You know, kind of thing.
Oprah
start grilling them. We'll turn the heat up too, so you start sweating.
And then Oprah walks in. You get a Lego set.
You get a Lego set, and you get a Lego set. But by the way, you have to pay 60% taxes on everything and shipping because we're not going to do it.
Right.
Darn it. Darn taxes. So hopefully you guys are all doing well at home still and having fun with us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us today for episode 19 of our Battle of the Brains contest. Becca's little brainchild. Holy cow, what just happened to the stream here?
That's a beautiful face for both of us.
Did this totally froze? What happened? Hello? Is that what it looks like right now? Hold on a second. We're having a technical error. Hopefully that fixes something. No. Oh gosh. Well, I hope you guys can still hear us at home.
What happened?
I don't know what's going on here. Hello. Hello. Test. This just took a dump on us. Oh, okay. You guys can still hear us. For some reason, our screen is stuck, and there's nothing I can do about it. So thank you for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow at 3:30. And if you guys join us for our Cyber Fun Day number 4, we will see you guys in just over an hour or just under an hour at 5:00. Okay. See you then. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Sorry we're frozen, and bye.
What happened? How long?